It goes dark, yada yada yada. We're gonna speed through and try to get another. Let's go to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Skip. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Hi, you.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
We're trying to go kill her, and instead of trying to get the blade back, we're gonna let her die and walk away.
You step forward.
I've yet to do that one, so yeah. You said she's dead.
Yes, exactly.
The other two were grayed out. I couldn't touch them. How interesting.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Okay.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Whoa, this is not what I expected at all.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Yeah, somebody for us think, better for saving the world, per se.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
This
is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Why is this what happens when you just
Time
go in
passes.
and kill
You can't
princess
be
straight
sure
out?
if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Okay, if you say so.
Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Let's get out of
I
here.
do, but you're probably not going to like it.
We have to kill ourselves, don't we?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not?
Okay, so I
There's
have
more
two
for us to
options.
do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
I can stay here for who knows how long, and then reality will just maybe close in like it has before when I've done nothing, or we'll stay here forever and an infinite loop of nothing.
Don't you dare.
Let's just do it.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward
No.
for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Hey, we still killed your princess.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones,
Oh.
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Well then. Ooh, the Spectre, new title.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her.
Skip. Cabin. I'm assuming the princess is now in a different state because we had lovey-dovey, weird blade monster robot thing, and then just I don't even
She will lie.
remember.
She will cheat. She won't be a problem.
Cold. Oh, Voice of the Cold. That's a new one. Or did we have that one in the one where we did literally let her kill us over and over again?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. The blade, it feels like I've been saying. She's dead. We killed her already.
Okay, we're going to the mirror again, just because we have in every single other one, so might as well do the mirror one more time.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about?
It's a layer of grime, wipe it off.
You reach
It's
forward,
just the wall.
and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be ignored.
Do we care about the blade? No, we'll just go to the basement without it.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yeah?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yeah, she's dead.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Fair point.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I will say this voice for this ghost is really cool.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Okay, Voice of the Cold, did a little, too much there. See how this plays out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Your ghost wouldn't do much any good anyways.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
I killed you with you not being dead. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? Just having some sort of sick revenge fantasy, because I already did that. It wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
That's a fair point.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Fair enough.
I just want to go home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
Good question, but I ask, where is your home?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Do you know why you came back? Is there a way I can get up to you? The people who want me you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too. I'm not floating. What happened? Ooh, that's good. Good question. I'm not a ghost.
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Ooh.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Ooh, more interesting.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you?
True.
So, after all, you owe me.
Absolutely not.
Okay, you're
She
good to that
asked me
part.
if she can possess us. She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen.
Interesting.
It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with her? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This interesting conundrum. I need to think for a second here, because can we even kill her in this form? Obviously this is one of the forms to bring to that entity we're slowly bringing stuff to, that I haven't done yet. Would it be temporary? That's a good question.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is. It could be the best way to trap her for good.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
This cold dude brings up some good
That's
points.
a very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you win, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she does.
What if I say no?
Then I won't hit your rod.
Won't or can't?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But
She can't
it'll be
be.
easier for
She has to be
both of us
invited in.
just to let me in. And doesn't it?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
So
You
she
won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
can't possess us unless we give her permission to possess us. Oh, only have a couple options left. Before we agreed to anything, we needed to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Yes.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Okay. Were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
But okay.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
I think we'll let her
It's
in.
a tough question. Asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
See what happens if we let her in.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful
She's...
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Okay. Maybe try and leave it at that. Where's the one where we let her in? Leave her in the basement. Let her possess us.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Okay, what happens next?
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Ooh, what have we done?
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, it's over.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
What?
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
She can hear it.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
The mirror.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Interesting.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Yeah, interesting.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Interesting.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leaving the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Maybe.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine.
And Wayne.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Forward! To the door!
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Me a zombie.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
And he's
Yes?
gone.
Nothing. He's gone. and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here.
True.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Feel lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Killer.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
And then she's taken. And then the mirror is here again. Memory comes back. They're all like, what happens?
Why is it?
Same thing as always. Approach the mirror. Let's see what happens. What's different this time?
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Ignore him.
You have to look, yes. His voice just feels small. This is as you approach, gaze into what's changed. There, once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you can just see what's in it. You've unraveled. Long silence again. Go to the cabin where she's waiting for us with the new body we've given her of the spectral princess.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Thoughts on the vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
How many more do I have to grab? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next
one
will
more.
be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
We're close to the end. Okay, this is where we'll have to end it then. We'll have her talk to us about the voices.
No.
'Cause I'm curious.
Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen when we're done with one more body and then we're done. We probably have like another episode or two then, if that's all that's left. I believe he does, but you're not going to keep that to yourself. He does live in the spaces between. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Okay, cool. That's... Oh, so excited for what happens at the end of this game. It's so cool. As always, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or concerns, put them down below in the comment section. That's what that's there for. So you can let me know what you want me to know, and I can answer questions if you have any. And we will come back to this, and the ending should be in the next episode or two, and see what I get. There's obviously so much more to unravel and explore that I haven't touched, because there's so many options. But we'll see what happens. I'm so excited.